game. Such a priority for them always, especially in this building, to get it going in the second half.
Seahawks will have it first to start this second half. Tyler Lockett out of the end zone. Cuts it back. Just a play.
Here, try to establish a little bit of run.
The entire starting unit back in for Seattle. Christine Michael. Good cut. Michael out across the 40. Dances his way out to the 44-yard line. 20 on that one. Good start here in this third quarter. Michael again cuts it back. Big hole into Cowboy territory out across the 40-yard line. On that run. Off the play fake. Wilson. Incomplete, intended for Jermaine Kearse.
Rotating these guys around and looking at those three tackles. Jamarcus on the left side.
CJ Preseason. And the third round rookie.
I'd be too many bigger at the line of scrimmage this season.
Seahawks need him to protect here on third down. Wilson going up top. Doug Baldwin overthrows it. Incomplete. We try to give the Seahawks the lead. Right through. And so the Seahawks come out. Take the ball first in the second half and put up the...
Establishing that line of scrimmage to try to get points to start the second half.
Off the crossbar. I think that one's a touchback.
We've both enjoyed an incredible increase in television ratings since 2012. We're at just under a 30 rating these days. It's great to have Pam continuing.
Hey, whatever it takes. Well, congratulations to you.
Thank you. And Peter, you mentioned the ratings, and we are the most watched television show ever in the city of Seattle.
Let's keep it going.
We will.
Thank you, fans.
Thank you.
Well, the relationship will keep going for at least another 5 years. Congratulations, everybody.
Thank you very much.
If you hear the champagne bottles popping, it'll be these two.
And if you want to stay and call the game, I'll give you the headset. Are you good? Or?
I have a few comments I won't make. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Peter and Pam. And by the way, those of you in the Seattle area, nothing will change. You still get your pre-game and post-game Seahawk programming surrounding it. Third down for the Cowboys. Here comes the pressure. Jeremy Lane bringing the heat on Dak Prescott. Forces the incompletion.
And he's pretty good at this. There's a reason that Deshaun Shedd plays outside and they slide Jeremy Lane into nickel. That nickel defender, there's a real feel to it. Rondé Barber, to me, one of the best ever. And one of the best blitzers off the edge. You have to be so incredibly quick.
And for the Seahawks.
And you either like it or you don't. It's kind of one of those positions for corners where they have a feel and they really enjoy playing inside, or you just simply want to play outside. And Jeremy really is size.
Starting at the 30, here's Christine Michael, big hole. Tripped up, 10 yards to the first down.
And you put those face masks sideways, you give your running back a two-way go to explode through.
Wilson on the keeper. Michael ahead of him blocking. Didn't get much on the run.
Pull it and make, like Dak Prescott, something out of nothing.
Wilson with time. Looking wide open. McAvoy didn't have anyone even remotely near him. A busted coverage by the Cowboys.
To him, 40 yards. But Tanner, the huge play, much like he had the first week of the preseason.
To the 15, Kearse down inside the 10. And you mentioned the injured Cowboy. He's off the field. And so it's second down. Here's CJ Preseason hitting the backfield, spins his way, and they can pick up a first down at the 5. Preseason in the backfield. Wilson from the shotgun. Brings it down. Still looking downfield. Wilson. Towards the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Tyler Lockett. The scramble by Russell Wilson to keep that alive and eventually find Lockett for the touchdown.
Instincts. Russell said in our production meeting, he said, well, you know, Brock, when you spin around, it's just instincts. I never spun around once in my life in the pocket. He does a double spin around, and he never loses sight. And this is where you get really, really difficult to defend, because Tyler Lockett is out on the playground with Russell, and the more and more reps that you take, you find openings, you find a connection, and you find touchdowns.
Steven Hauschka as the point after. 2 run and pass game tonight is Hauschka. Darius Jackson. Well, that one doesn't hit the crossbar, but it goes through the out now on defense. Almost entirely backups as Dak Prescott chased out of the pocket through the hands of Lucky Whitehurst.
As your secondary defenders reaching and grabbing and holding like that, like Kelsey had to do on that play.
Gives him a first down. Alfred Morris. Morris chased down from behind. Penalty flags come flying again.
For Dak Prescott, when it's not Lyle Collins and Travis Frederick and Zach Martin in front of him.
Prescott zips that one out. That's Vince Maley, the Washington State Cougar. Leads are now more so than they were 15 years ago. And if he can have any type of career like that, I think the Cowboys will be fine with it. Because Prescott hands it off. Morris doesn't get far.
Not an easy task, but Quentin doing just that.
3rd and long. Prescott under pressure, throws it sidearm. Gavin Escobar tripped up by Kelsey McRae and wrapped up by Brock Coyle.
To the ground, and Brock Coyle does just that.
Matt Weil on the punt. Deshaun Fox back deep for the Seahawks. Calls for the fair catch. Makes it at the 27. First snap for Boykin. He hands off. CJ Precise spins his way out across the 35-yard line.
This Rawls, a good warm-up session. Went through a lot of the reps in pregame. Very encouraging sign.
Boykin. Antoine Goodley.
Ball comfortable in all of those movements that come in that game.
Here's George Farmer. Picks up the first down.
Team in a situation to get that first down.
Farmer was a wide receiver in college. They tried to convert him to cornerback here, and then switched him to running back in the middle of training camp. Brandon Williams takes it into Dallas territory.
They're going to throw that penalty flag.
And that's one of those things that doesn't come naturally to Fent. Movement early on the right side by the Seahawks.
False start offense.
Because they avoided a lot of these situations, these 1st and 20s, 2nd and 20s. And scored a bunch of touchdowns.
Boykin. Complete. Brandon Williams. It's 8 rebounds in college. So you know he doesn't mind the physical contact. Boykin. Scrambling. Looking. Deshaun Fox made the catch. Quick pass. Farmer. Tripped up in the open field by Anthony Brown, and Brown is still down.
Receiver version of Russell Wilson. If Russell were a wide receiver with a work ethic and just a versatility, it'd be a lot of what he brings.
John Ryan just gets that one off. And there's going to be a flag thrown, most likely, on the Cowboys as Ryan was hit after the punt.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense. With a 15-yard penalty, an automatic first down.
You don't blame Dallas for the effort. This is another low snap. And we saw Freese earlier with a low snap that John Ryan dug out before a 65-yard bomb. Here as they release Clint Gresham in the offseason. Worth watching.
Alex Collins stepping his way for 9 yards. But you talk about the long
Kind of declarative and authoritative run from Collins this preseason.
Gets another chance. Dancing in the backfield. Cuts up, gets the first down inside for 20. It's a 5th-round pick out of Arkansas out of the game now. Here's Boykin. Scrambling. Down the sideline and touchdown.
Game of chicken. Said, I know you're coming, and I'm going to let you close to the point where I can spin out and make something happen, and that's exactly what he does to Josh Thomas, the corner. You break, contain, and big things, good things happen.
And that one's put through. And the
opportunity, unlike the first 2 weeks where he's not having to climb back and dig the team out of a hole, he gets a chance to really manage a fourth quarter with a 17-point lead.
And you see a bunch of nice drives for the Seahawks here in the second half, and the Cowboys take over with
bad enough. A guy coming off a significant patella injury and just continues to do everything, take every step to get back on the field. Going to challenge to be ready week 1.
Here's Jamil Showers. And ball snapped before they were ready.
False start. Offense.
Well into the third quarter for some of these backups to show what they're capable of doing.
Long third down. Showers overthrows Lucky Whitehead and everybody else.
Got to find some windows either into some man defense, which we've seen tonight a little bit more of, or that zone defense that can be so suffocating.
Good punt by Matt Wyatt. Backs Deshaun Fox up inside the 15-yard line. Lost the football as he went down. And they're going to say he was down by contact. A major leaguer. Seahawks have touched the ball 3 times on offense here in the third quarter and fourth quarter. As they start now, they've gotten 3 touchdowns, or excuse me, 3.
Need a competition in this fourth quarter and into Oakland next Thursday as well.
Zach Brooks, he goes nowhere on that one. He's going to lose a couple of yards. Coaches what he can do. As the game gets late, his opportunities get fewer. Boykin from the shotgun. Steps up through that too high for Antoine Goodley, and it will fall incomplete.
Gets a little hairy, and the ball will sail as it did there.
John Ryan's third punt of the night. He's averaging 61.5 on the first 2. Dax Swanson. This is trouble. Beats Ryan and everybody. He's gone. Touchdown. Cowboys. There is a flag, however. 67 on the return if it stands up, but it won't. That's going to come back. It's against Dallas.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Return team, number 16. It's a 10-yard penalty. First down. Timeout.
And that's Vince Maley, the Washington State Cougar.
Veteran move here by John Ryan. You see the clear block in the back. Nice return, but watch John Ryan find a way to get himself. Yeah, just block me. Go ahead. Just I'll give you my back. Just find a way. I could see the penalty flag. Yep, I saw the penalty flag the whole way, and I'm not about to run myself into a collision. Not when I'm averaging about 60 yards a punt this preseason. Wilson got his first catch. Lockett got 3 in the touchdown reception. Really good tempo and rhythm from their offense.
Cowboys start inside the 30. Darius Jackson runs right into the arms of Brock Coy. Well, down there on the Seahawks sideline, we're joined by Seahawk quarterback Russell Wilson. First of all, thanks for joining us, Russell.
Oh, thank you guys for having me, man. It was a good day so far. Now we should keep winning it.
You know, it's one of those things. I know the fans and a lot of people were talking about the first team offense not scoring any points the first 2 games. You told us you just wanted to have some consistency. It certainly looked like you got it tonight. You feel that way?
Well, the first game, you know, we played 1 possession, you know, and we were rolling. Then we had that mishap, but we were rolling. We were doing really. We felt really good after that first game. Second game, we hurt ourselves. We got ourselves in 2nd and long, 3rd and longs, and that's that's on me. And so we just got to keep staying on schedule. I told those guys out in the field today when we were out there, hey, listen, hey, we got the right guys, man, the right guys in this huddle. Let's just play 1 play at a time, and ultimately, let's just stay on schedule. Let's keep the tempo up. And sure enough, we scored a bunch of touchdowns out there.
Russell, you told us yesterday you want to trust your instincts. Easier to do so when your line protects the way they did?
Oh, man, they're phenomenal. You know, they give me all the time in the world down there. That red zone touchdown that we had down there was really cool. I mean, just was able to sit there, look. Then I, backed up, spun out, and then we had enough time to find Tyler Lockett in the corner of the end zone. Those are the things we got to be able to do.
They're on 3rd down. The pitch taken by Jackson. And he picks up the first down, so we can spend a little bit more time with Russell Wilson there on the sideline. And, you know, when you take a look at the way that your team has played tonight, I know you're in charge of the whole team as the quarterback, and so I want you to give me an overview of this third preseason game that people consider the most important and how the Seahawks performed.
Well, it's been great because we've had a lot of the ones and the guys who are fill-in guys. They've played great tonight, offense and defense, special teams. We've done a lot of great things tonight. So you gotta go home and watch the film and study it. But the energy, the fans tonight, it's a real thing right now. You know, it feels like the real thing, a real deal, you know, real game. Obviously playing against the Cowboys, great football team. So you know, coached extremely well, got a lot of great players. So we have tons of respect for them.
And one thing that you got a chance to get started with tonight was the Strong Against Cancer initiative.
Yeah.
And just talk a little bit about that and what brought you to that, donating over $1 million along with Safeway tonight.
Well, such a blessing. You know, and first of all, a quick short story here. I was able to meet a kid named Milton Wright, African-American kid, 19 years old, had cancer 3 different times in his lifetime. And, you know, go to Children's Hospital every Tuesday. And this is about 2.5, 3 years ago. Going to the hospital, and every room's different. Go into the room, and there's so much going on. The kid's, you know, he's feeling down, only left 12 more hours left to live. The doctor comes up to me, there's one more thing we can try. They're taking the T cells out of the kid's body, regenerating him, re-energizing him, putting him back in the kid's body. Within a 2-week period, Milton was healed and feeling 100%. And then Sierra and I, we were leaving the Children's Hospital the other day, leaving a room to go to the next room. And all of a sudden, Milton on my left comes out on the left-hand side. He's coming out of a room like, Milton, what are you doing here? You know, I'm nervous. Something's wrong. And, you know, Milton's like, no, man, I'm great. I'm just going around each room and telling them about the T-cell therapy, Strong Against Cancer, and just keep believing, keep praying. And those are the things that matter in this world. Football's great, you know, and I want to keep winning, keep playing great football games. But us as a community, as people, you know, in society, we got to give back. We got to help. And, you know, the drive event has been amazing past 3 years. Casey Cannon and I, we've been, you know, having a lot of fun with that. So much fun playing golf. A golf game's okay, but we've been able to, you know, raise, over $1 million. And we were able to donate that tonight, the Why Not You Foundation. It means a lot. And the Why Not You Foundation is to empower change one individual at a time, one kid at a time. So mission was accomplished tonight.
So a charitable cause that's truly making a difference. And you say your golf game's okay. We also saw you dancing on the video, but I don't know about your dance game.
Hey, don't worry about that right now.
All right. Take care of yourself, Russell.
Thank you, guys. Go Hawks. Why not you?
All right. Russell Wilson, after a good night, leading the Seahawks offense to 4 scores and 6 drives, and the defense coming through as well. Stephen Terrell with the sack.
Excited, quite honestly, about the personnel around him. He knows what he can do and what he's capable of doing. His resume speaks for itself. But when you get that help around you up front, you run the ball the way they did, they mix it up. It's kind of execution that we were looking at in the same times. They get antsy too. And the good veteran quarterbacks, the Aaron Rodgers, the Drew Brees, they'll try to fake count and get a defense to declare and show their colors a little bit. So there by Browner and Terry.
Boykin from the shotgun, needing the 26. Throws on the run, and the pass is caught. Antoine Goodley gets the first down.
He's commanding the line of scrimmage and just playing with great attention to detail on every snap.
Has a first down from the 28. Boykin steps up, going up top, overthrows Lawler, incomplete.
To go.
And maybe an opportunity for some of the guys on the bubble with the first cuts coming up Tuesday, 1 o'clock Pacific time. Here's Boykin. Spins out of trouble. Along the sideline, couldn't connect with Alex Collins, but a good job.
With the number one's ample opportunity to create in the pocket.
Boykin from the shotgun on 3rd down. Overthrows everybody, incomplete.
And here's the key right here.
Nolan Freeze, the long snapper. Perfect clean snap. Ryan, that's a short one for him. From the 34. Swanson spinning out toward midfield. And a lot of pushing and shoving. And Ryan.
There's a good look at Browner now out of the middle of the field. Again, some of these new spots and spaces he's going to be.
And pass. Thrown short to the tight end. Austin Traylor with Showers, pressure, sacked. Ball came out. And it looks like the Seahawks have recovered.
How cool for a couple guys that have flashed in the preseason to make something happen. The local kid, Tani Tupou, defensive tackle, the University of Washington graduate, with a tremendous rush, a four-man rush. What a dream come true that must be as a guy that grew up here locally. You see him right in the middle. He spins off of the offensive tackle. And I have no idea what Showers is doing. That's where you've got to live to play another day and find a way.
Zach Brooks. And the 7th rounder gets it out across
4 consecutive years. Hadn't happened since the Browns in the 50s. It's a defensive line. It's really no weakness. I'm talking to Scott Linehan last night. Group.
Zach Brooks picked up a yard on the last play, so 3rd down and short. Alex Collins. Little stutter step may have cost him. Going to be about a yard short of the 1st down.
Finish and move those chains.
Kyle Coleman in at fullback. Collins deep in the eye, and they fake it to him. Boykin didn't get back. Forced out of bounds by Lawrence Okoye. Yeah, they couldn't turn the turnover into points. So Dallas retakes it. From the 36. Showers zips that one. Caught by the wide receiver along the side, or
top of your screen up there, playing a little press coverage, playing a little cornerback.
One-on-one with Rodney Smith. They go that way. Smith makes the catch again. And he's brought down by Powell.
People play multiple spots defensively.
Really made a lot of noise in that first preseason game at Kansas City. A couple of good tackles, a couple of good special teams play, and an interception. And this one caught by Malin.
As you close this game out in the final minutes.
Showers. That one hit the line of scrimmage. Showers zips that one out. And that one's caught.
And a good response here from Showers after the fumble where he should have just tucked it and lived to play another day. A nice response here in the final 2 minutes.
Showers looking up top, throws it out of bounds, incomplete.
Lead, this stadium still makes noise.
Here's Showers. Caught. Yes. Touchdown. Maley. Bailey adds the extra point. Cowboys making a little closer ball game. Still a 10-point contest. Doug Peterson, and you don't really know how their program's going to work in the first season. Especially with an imbalanced team, as you like to say. Here's Deshaun Fox. Touchback.
Offensive line play. He's had a very solid camp. Going to get a lot more run next week, my guess, in Oakland, along with Trevon Boykin, the final preseason game.
Fournane Pope. And part of the challenge with Heaps has been every time he's getting an opportunity here on 1st down from the 15-yard line. Hands it off to Fournane Pope. Pope hit in the backfield. Rodney Coe going to drop him for a...
They're going to be very critical of themselves because that's what they do. That's what they are. And yet, it was 10 points through nearly 3/4 of play.
Big run by Pope. Fournane Pope. Cowboys use their final timeout. Pope cuts it back, tripped up. Right across the 30-yard line. He was that close to breaking it. 2 days after that on that Saturday. John Ryan booms this one. Flags come out. Daxton Swanson. And Swanson brought down by Josh Shirley. 62 yards on that punt.
The field position yet again.
Here's Showers throwing out of the end zone. Darius Jackson. And Jackson. Showers flushed out of the pocket. can't connect with Russ.
First cuts come, and that's no fun for anybody, especially not as competitive and as contested as this camp's been for Seattle.
Over the middle, caught. Good enough for the first down. 20 seconds left. We'll spike it. Who their number 1 or 2 quarterbacks are in Dallas, the way Dak Prescott performed after Tony Romo went out of the game tonight. Here's Showers. Completes that one out to Andy Jones. Final seconds of preseason. Game number 3. 16 yards on that reception. Showers didn't get it off in time before spiking it, so that will end the ball game as the Seahawks perform well.